Hey, what's going on, internet? Xiagax here, and I've got a question for you. So let's say somebody was doing something that was extremely harmful and self-destructive, and they were doing this thing in order to get your attention. Now let's also throw into the mix that they are also monetarily rewarding you in some fashion for this self-destructive or harmful behavior. Would you would you want to step in and do something and help them out? Or B, would you allow them to basically effectively pay you for this self-destructive behavior? I, for one, would like to think that I would want to step in and actually do something to help somebody out and not allow them to be self-destructive. Because if I have the opportunity to help someone, well, that's just the responsible thing to do. Unfortunately, it seems like this is an all too common behavior that is becoming increasingly more common on the internet, considering how with the internet, people are actually a lot more lonely than they are connected. You would think that with the internet, people can be more connected and whatnot, but they're not. People seem to be a lot more lonely, like I said. And this is something that actually is happening all too much on Twitch. If you don't know what Twitch is, it is a gaming platform in which people can actually stream their favorite games. And if somebody is popular enough, they can actually get partnered with Twitch and they can actually make a lot of money. Of course, among those popular Twitch streamers, one such streamer named Pokimane basically decided to go on a rant. And this rant was over a video that was made by a YouTuber called It's a Gundam. Gundam decided that he wanted to make a video about some of Pokimane's audience members, some of which who are basically what some would call simps. So the word simp is not actually a real word, but it's actually coming from the Urban Dictionary. And the definition of a simp is a man that puts himself in a subservient or submissive position under a woman in a hopes of winning them over without the female bringing anything to the table. In short, a simp is basically a guy desperate for a woman's attention. And like I said, this is something that is becoming all too common. See, the way that people on Twitch actually make their money, in addition to being partnered with Twitch, is they actually rely on donations from viewers. And quite often, viewers can donate exorbitant amounts. So going back to It's a Gundam, he made a video in which he criticized one of Pokimane's audience members, in which they were basically admitting that they were a number of months behind on their rent, but they were still going to donate an exorbitant amount of money to Pokimane just to get her attention. And like I said, you would think the responsible thing to do would actually be to talk to that person and say, whoa, let's slow down. Let's maybe reevaluate that decision that you're making there. No, instead, Pokimane decided to take this as an attack against her, which was foolish for a number of reasons. One, the video was not about her. It was about the simp in her audience. Two, this basically exposed a flaw in her thinking. Because instead of actually doing what I said earlier and talking to this person and having them reevaluate the decision of donating all of their money instead of actually taking care of themselves, no, she took this as a personal attack and saw this as somebody going after one of her piggy banks. Yeah, this is a practice that is all too common on Twitch, where there are women who know that they can take advantage of lonely guys and get a bunch of money by just playing up a cute persona or somebody who's really charming in order to coax money out of them through donations. And let me tell you, it's pretty pathetic. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to dictate how you should or shouldn't spend your money, but at the same time, I think it's fair to be critical when somebody's being foolish with their money, especially in order to chase after somebody that they know full well they really can't attain. But again, the detestable portion here is that Pokimane is not getting upset for really the right reasons. She's going after It's a Gundam because he dared criticize one of her audience members because how dare you attack one of my piggy banks, damn you? This basically speaks volumes about Pokimane's character. Because instead of actually helping this person out, no, she needs to get as many donations as possible And by God, if somebody criticized one of her simp followers, well, that might actually convince people to maybe stop donating. See, what I think Pokimane is really upset here is that really somebody is more or less shining a light on her operation here. I mean, she's still streaming and she's doing it well within the rules, but she knows that she is taking advantage of people and their loneliness in order to elicit donations, because if they can donate to her, they get some iota of attention. And by somebody criticizing one of her followers, she feels attacked because she knows that the jig is up, and that if she can't keep doing what she's doing, well, she knows she's going to take a significant cut in donations, because sooner or later, people are going to wake up and realize they can't just keep donating for attention, because after a while, they're going to realize all that attention is really not genuine to begin with. And Pokimane, if I can speak to you directly, I don't mean this as an attack, but maybe you can do the right thing in the future. And if you see somebody bragging about how they are losing their apartment, but they're still going to donate whatever they have left to you, perhaps maybe you should do the right thing and talk with this person and maybe tell them that that's not a good thing to do. But again, I don't think you're going to do this, because it seems like if you're going to complain about somebody criticizing not you, but an audience member, it seems like you know full well what you're doing and that you are taking advantage of your own audience so that you can continue to keep milking them for whatever money that they have. If that's honestly your sole concern is money, perhaps you might actually want to get a real job. Anyhow, now if I can speak to the rest of my audience again, honestly, if you feel that you need to donate copious amounts of money to somebody to get their attention, you might want to reevaluate your life decisions, as I've said a number of times here. Again, maybe you might want to actually go talk to somebody about how you're feeling lonely or how you are feeling unfulfilled. I understand, it happens. It's something that I went through myself after graduating high school. I used Facebook a lot, and honestly, I got a lot of attention from a lot of my peers and classmates, and it felt really good to get all of that attention. But after I graduated, people started going off and taking responsibility, i.e. going to college, and there was a lot less attention to be gotten there. And it felt like people were just not paying attention to me anymore. Yeah, it sucks. Maybe you might want to actually do something about what is causing that feeling of just insecurity or loneliness and do something about it, instead of just throwing your money away to somebody who is clearly not giving you genuine attention or even cares about you in any capacity whatsoever. Anyhow, guys, that is my time. I have basically said my piece here. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below, and I will see you in the next one. So thank you very much for watching, and may God bless you all. See you in the next one.